Welcome everyone, it's Favorite Strigmar. It's time for some more Raid Shadow Legends. We are going to be cashing in our points tonight. Because, you know, that takes 2 keys to unlock. I don't think that's worth. This silver's worth, but not that. This is the last night we can get it. We're just going to do that. We're just going to do that. And, we're going to do some, we're going to be doing some blasting. Helping out Rhonda. Eventually maxing her out. Helping out our food. Because believe me, there's a lot more help with that food that we need to do. I mean, I'm already at... I'm nearing the CP I want. That's why I went on. That's why. That's why, and I know this is the last night I have to do this other thing. I'm going to have to attempt my Dark Fae attempts tomorrow. That's just the bitter reality of it. I know it seems insane for me to want to spend on silver, but that other stuff is just too expensive for me to really want to deal with right now. And I still need a lot more silver to regenerate trying to build this Hordin. Because it's not easy, you know? Because that's how Hordin is supposed to work. He just tanks, like he goes berserk. Like we're almost like we're 50k XP away from making the thing work. I'm pretty sure I can get 50k from the quest. I mean, I can do a bit more stuff with some other things, but I think we can actually do it this time. I think I can finally put that to rest. You know? Can I finish the wizards thing? I don't know. But I'll take it. Gonna go cut through the high elves as our banner lord. It's still gonna take a while to get to 60, and I'm not planning on just randomly burning silver to do this either. Because silver's valuable. It's hard to have a lot of it because you end up burning it on everything. That's the thing. Like, you burn millions of silver on gear, artifacts, you name it. Now, there's a reason I'm doing this Hordin thing, by the way, tonight. This is not an accident. The reason I'm doing this... Anyone see that one shot? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that, what you just witnessed, is one of the might of Hordin with his bloodletter. And we haven't even gotten into the core of this. We also haven't even gotten to the core of what Rhonda can do. That's why I'm raising more food for Rhonda. That's why. Because I do believe Rhonda's worth building. I do think she's insane. Particularly for arena and certain other dungeon purposes. Granted, I will need to max her on both accounts, and I will be doing so. Do I want to do all of my Elder Scrolls stuff tonight? Not 100%. I have been looking into Queen's Blade Limit Break stuff again, and I did find some interesting information. I still don't understand if my audience would appreciate that game versus something like Breath of the Wild. My sense is not. I'm sensing they would prefer Breath of the Wild. That is my sense. See, and they can do that. He can do that reset constantly. So yeah, if we can get Hordin to 60 and get him spec'd out, we can start getting him to really start messing stuff up. The main problem, right, is to make sure he hits hard enough that he can finish everyone off. I have to look at the Hordin team. I know there's a Hordin team. I have to look it up once I get him to 60. I think he needs to be 60 to beat Dark Fae 120. I do believe. I do believe he needs it. Because, yeah. Get that extra turn. It is a long way to 60, especially if you're not inflating his XP with potions, which I'm not planning on, mainly because I don't want to waste all my silver when it's in this short of supply. Bet she's going to do a lot more damage when I get her geared out. There we go. Oh, yeah. I wasn't intending to bring Mr. I was not intending to bring Mr. Muck Stalker to the proceedings. That doesn't mean I don't have to max him. I do. I just need to do some other stuff. I don't really want to max him, but I'll end up having to. You want to know why I'm going to end up having to? Simple. The reason I'm ever going to having to is because if I want to get to the higher links of Sand Devil, I'm going to have to max him. No questions asked. There is no question that I'm going to need to max him. There really isn't. The only question left is how do I want to go about? When do I want to do that? And it's not a question of if at this point. It's a question of when. Maybe for some other time, maybe? Like some other champ training event? That's what I'm thinking, right? But of course, in order to do that, guess what I've got to do? Go to campaign, Brimstone Pass, and farm the living heck out of the food, mainly incubuses and a bunch of other characters that we don't need. You know? I'm gonna keep going. Gonna keep it going. Get that. I'm amazed he survived. Okay, let's just keep it rolling along because I need this guy 60 and I need by any means necessary. To knock all these suckers out of the park. All right, so we got him. He's going to be the next food on the menu. It is a little annoying that I haven't been, doing a lot of food farming and stuff, but it's kind of a war in my head between, Raid and Elder Scrolls right now, because those are my two main big games, and a little bit of Smash Bros, but it's mostly Raid, Elder Scrolls, Smash Bros, and Breath of the Wild. And it's a conflict in my head between those. Street Fighter 6 is in the back of my mind. but what do we got here? Nice. Get some of those for CVC. Dark Kale frags. We'll cover more of that kind of thing later. Right now, we got a priority to fix, right? So that's Valdemar straight done. Then we're going to move on to War Maiden's region, which is popular. But before we do that, we're gonna wanna take him here because I know he's gonna grow up. That's the thing. I know he's gonna be 60, and then we're gonna help Rhonda out. He almost got wiped out in one go. It's gonna bloodletter. Wow. Like, I know he's close. So I'm not going to be using potions on him or anything. I'm just using this the OK Corral method. Done. He's 60. Let's go. Let's go. But we still need to watch his money. Because the problem is, still have a lot of worthless artifacts to sell. And they're worthless to me for a reason. Because those little stats, that's not going to help me. So let's do the other one, shall we? Because that's what's running out. What's running out is the hero's path. And Hordin reaches 60. I know for a fact the other thing is not going to run out. I can do that other stuff tomorrow. Same with Cold Harbor stuff. We can do that tomorrow. Spend our hero's path coins. Again, the silver is always a good value. That's why, like, some of this stuff I just don't want and I don't need. But we always need the silver. So here, right, we're going to need to help out Muck Stalker again. So we're going to find Muck Stalker, and we're going to use the duplicates of the Muck Stalker. Not the skill I wanted. Again, not the skill I wanted. Now, you might ask, why am I doing it like this? Because here's the thing. I didn't get Hordin, okay? I did not get Hordin, and because I didn't get Hordin, I needed to invest in someone else, right? Someone that's going to do some massive damage later that I could do. And Rhonda seemed to be a good candidate for this. So that's why I built Rhonda on here first to tinker with. Because I know that I didn't get anything, like I didn't get any other major damage dealers during that time. I did get Hackhorn Smashlord, but I don't think he's necessarily what I wanted. He's not necessarily what I wanted. Alright, let's just spend that, get that guilt out of my system, and go to sleep. Because unfortunately, I'm kind of tired. I could try to save the world from Daedra. I just don't feel like it tonight. Especially if I get the disappointment of it not doing enough XP. Because guess what? That would stink. Okay, first things first, though. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's in... Okay. Well, you can try this, but... I have a feeling there's just something missing. Like... I'm thinking if I could build enough of these out... then we could get this moving. Okay, this isn't gonna work. This one's a shoo-in. Do we have any force revivers? We got you, I guess. But we don't need it if we have him. So I'm just going to use him. Because I'm going to use him because I think he's got the best chance of keeping my team alive. Like, if I had Rector Drath, I would use him. But I don't. Rector Drath would make this room even more convenient than it already is. That's the truth of it. Because surprisingly, a lot of my revivers aren't force. I have a lot of force champions, but not a lot of them. There's like support units, but not really ones that revive per se. Because that's the only thing we're really missing is a revive and a speed lead. So secret room 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 we're in trouble. 8 we have. This boss is a nuisance that I don't want to do tonight. And the other one, we're going to be doing it tomorrow. Because I just don't, again, I just don't feel like it. It's not like I haven't done a lot tonight. But yeah. We'll continue this at some other time.